Welcome back and thank you for tuning in. My name is Nigel MrSchroeter and I bring you guys finance videos on a daily basis. So today I wanted to talk to you all about a specific question that I got asked from a subscriber. So the question that I got asked was, can I keep my report locked for a soft pull on multiple applications? And I want to answer this question because I know I've seen this question asked a lot of the time, because there's a lot of people on YouTube who are going to tell you this as a hack, and they're going to say, hey, here's a hack to never get a credit inquiry ever again. Put a lock on your credit report. All right, but there are some caveats to doing so. So I want to give you guys a understanding of what that looks like. So as a preventative measure for anyone who has a credit report or a social security number, you're able to go to the credit bureaus and actually say, hey, I want to put a lock on my credit report to not allow my credit report to be used until I unlock it, or without use of a PIN, or however, you can set up a PIN with Social Security, and you can also set up through the credit bureaus to block them from pulling your credit report. Now, this hack has been known to work in various ways with various banks. So the question of the day is specifically for American Express. If I lock my credit report, and I already have an American Express account, will it pull my credit again? Will it be able to block me from getting another HARD inquiry? And the answer is maybe. Now, there is the potential, typically when you apply for an American Express card and you get approved, they don't pull your credit again as a hard pull for any of your accounts that you apply for. So in most cases, if you just leave your credit report unlocked, you still don't have anything to worry about when you're dealing with American Express. Only if they see a drastic change in the soft pull on your credit report may they do a hard pull so that they can see a little bit more information. But otherwise, if your credit report still pretty much falls in the same ranges that they approved you in, they're not going to do a hard pull. They're only going to do a soft pull. So what would be the purpose in locking your credit report? More of a security and safety thing. Now, here's the other thing. I've seen this happen as well. I had someone who had an American Express card. They locked their credit report. When they did so, they did it as like an identity thing. And so American Express, wouldn't approve any of their applications until they called in. And then when they called in, they had to unlock their credit report. Well, now the bank is suspicious, and they're saying, okay, well, why did you lock your credit report? Blah, blah, blah. And then now they're doing a hard pull. Whereas sometimes a bank's not going to be as suspicious if your credit report isn't locked compared to if it is. I've seen banks that, someone may lock their Experian and their Equifax, and this is also something that you can kind of use at your own discretion. It works sometimes it doesn't. So maybe, your TransUnion is good, so you lock your Experian and your Equifax. Potentially, some banks will say, okay, I'm going to try to pull Experian. Oh, that's locked, can't pull it. Oh, I'm going to try to pull Equifax. Oh, that's locked, can't pull it. Oh, TransUnion. Oh, that's unlocked. I'm going to use the TransUnion score. I've seen it happen. It does work with some banks, but it's not guaranteed to work with any bank. So you can try it, but it's a try at your own risk thing. And that's my thing about locking your credit report intentionally to apply for a card, is a lot of the times it'll raise a red flag with the bank, because remember, credit is all about responsibility. And so if they see that your report is locked, they're kind of like, okay, well, why do you think someone has access to your information? Now we need to verify that this is you. Now we need to run this information and cross-check it with the information with the credit bureaus. They're going to start getting more skeptical in a lot of situations rather than being more lenient. So the overall answer to this question, and what I try to tell people all the time, is I recommend, a hard inquiry is not a big portion of your credit score anyway. If you're going to apply for credit, apply for all the credit that you're going to apply for within a short period of time. So that way all of your accounts will have hard inquiries at the same time. Hard inquiries aren't like other things on your credit report. They disappear after 2 years. So being that they disappear after 2 years, you don't have to too much worry about hard inquiries, because they're a small portion of your credit report and they phase out quickly. So I would recommend, leave your report unlocked. More than likely, they're going to do a soft pull anyway. American Express is not a bank that does a lot of hard pulls. And then allow your credit report to function as it's meant to, because once you start trying to play those games with different banks, a lot of the times you'll start getting denials, and you'll start getting yourself into situations where you're getting hard pulls anyway. So trying to avoid it doesn't necessarily help. I've seen accounts where I've had people that I'm working with, and they apply, and the bank will literally conditionally approve their account and say, okay, well, you have to call us. And then when you call them, they say, hey, unlock your credit report. So, it's a to each its own type of thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just typically not willing to try and go through those type of measures when it's not a big impact on the credit score. As well as, if you do apply for credit, even if your credit report is locked, there are sometimes cases where if you applied for the credit, they will give you a hard inquiry anyway. So I've seen, someone apply for a card, and the card get instantly declined, and then they get an instant notification stating that they just had a hard inquiry, even though their credit report is locked. And there's not much that you can do about that. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video. Comment and let me know, because I will answer your questions. Let me know what you want to see in the next video. And as always, we thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.